An unlikely confrontation took place Thursday in a Los Angeles restaurant when former UFC heavyweight champion Fabricio Werdum and lightweight contender Tony Ferguson had to be separated after a verbal altercation got heated. As the two interacted separately with reporters during a media lunch in support of UFC 216, Ferguson, 23-3 MMA, 13-1 UFC, seemingly annoyed by Werdum's chatter nearby, asked him to hold on while he was talking. Werdum, in turn, didn't take too kindly to the snappy request and snapped right back. The situation escalated quickly, with Werdum, 21-7-1 MMA, 9-4 UFC, using all types of variations of expressions in Portuguese to tell his foe to go expletive himself. Ferguson responded in Spanish, and the two started going back and forth before UFC Public Relations Director Chris Costello had to step in. What stood out, though, was the repeated use of the slur American, the Spanish equivalent of faat, which Werdum said first and on many occasions but also came out of Ferguson's mouth once. Speaking to Majunkie today, Werdum gave his side of the fiasco, including an explanation of using the slur. "It was a weird situation," Werdum, who fights Derek Lewis at UFC 216, told Majunkie. "Because I'd never had a problem with anyone like that. The guy was disrespectful. He told me to shut up. He told me to shut up because he was talking. So I was like, not like that. So I called him a bunch of names. I don't have anything against homosexual people, nothing against gay people. I think everyone is the same, and everyone has the same rights, regardless of their sexual orientation. One thing has nothing to do with the other. I just called him all the names that I could at that time. It was a moment of anger, of rage, or whatever you want to call it. I was very pissed with his lack of respect. I felt I had to put him in his place because he was full of himself. He was thinking he was all that. He wants to be UFC lightweight champion, Conor McGregor. I don't know. The guys are tripping, trying to play this thing with hats and glasses. Even the reporters saw that he had a heavy energy." Immediately after the incident, Werdum explained that he showed up with a good attitude following a training session and was put off by Ferguson's response to his greeting. "I understand that when I said hi to him today, he was low energy, like a bad energy," Werdum said. "My energy is very high all the time. I don't understand when I say hi. He just looks at me and he's like a different guy. I don't know why." In the midst of the bickering, Ferguson brought Werdum's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, into the conversation. Ferguson has repeatedly sparred on Twitter with Abdelaziz, who also manages Ferguson's longtime rival Khabib Nurmagomedov. "It's not my problem," Werdum said of Ferguson's beef with his manager. "Ali is one person. Ali is my manager. I'm a different guy. But you see," he said, "that Ali is one thing. I have a different relationship with him from before. But now, I hate this guy. I don't like this. This is expletive. Just because I'm a heavyweight, I say nothing, and he's a lightweight, and he can say whatever he wants. This is not good." He said something, and I said something too. Werdum also apologized on Twitter for offending anyone from the LGBT community with his remarks.